Hey everyone, and welcome back. We are going to be prototyping another input now. So we did some pretty cool things in the last video. We were learning about basic inputs over here. Now we are going to be working on a select input, and we're going to do some pretty cool things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove these other inputs. We have no more use for them. We'll go back to our assets. And I'm going to grab the different type of selects. So let me just grab them for now. Go to my designs, copy and paste those. So the first step is to ensure that I have a disabled button to start off with. So I'm just going to paste that in there. So we want to interact with this building type. Now there's a couple things I want to do here. One is I need to actually have a drop down. Two, I need to be able to maybe animate this to spin. And three, we need to get back to using these buttons and showing a hover to the next frame. So let's do that. Let's copy this over. So I'm just dragging it with Option and Shift on a MacBook. Okay, so this I already have created. So we can actually do a couple of things here. This is a hover state. So let's use that hover state. I'm just making sure that everything is in its place. Great. Let me check this one out. This is going to be our final state. Okay, great. Now let's put our hover in. So I'm just going to, once again, it's set at fixed width. So let's fill the container. So that's our hover state. Then we got to think about our clicked state. Figma will be releasing some interactive components, and I will update with those to show you how to create those, but it hasn't been released yet. It is in beta though. So if you are interested, you should get on that. Here we go. We have the select. So this is the select state. So we can work with this. Great. Let's do fill container. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this up, and this is where things are going to get really fun, because I'm going to have to remove the auto layout here. And I'm going to have to send this button to the back. So that way this comes over top. We can add a filter to it, like, or an effect. And I'm just going to add a drop shadow and keep it pretty standard. It's going to go 10, maybe 15. Maybe bring that down a bit, just so it creates a little bit of depth. And then I'm going to actually take another one, and we'll throw this one in here. Oops. We'll bring that in, fill container again, close it, and we will have the active button finally. And then once again, we're going to have to do the hover animation. So we'll just bring that in there. So now we have this hover state. So we can actually start linking this together. Perfect. So let's go to our prototype. So when somebody hovers on this, I want them to go to this screen, so we get this kind of darker color while hovering. And remember, just Smart Animate's fine here. Make sure it's at 300. That's from the last one. And so when I click on this, so if you notice the chevron or the arrow, it has been rotated here. So hopefully that animates, or else we're gonna have to kind of go in there. And I want them to be able to select this one spot. Actually, let's just make it easy, and all you have to do is click on that. That will happen, that should close, and then we will have an on click. Nope, we'll have a while hovering, and then on click. So that was pretty extensive for this little drop down. So that is fine. We need to make sure that it is pushing again. So 500. Let's take a look at what we have. So that's a nice little animation. Let's go back. I really like that. So we're going to start again. So we have everything coming in as we like it. We have a nice little hover. We have the spin. Then we can interact with these items. Goes back to normal and continue. And that's how you can make your own drop-down menu.